Hey, what's going on, Trail fam, man? Welcome back to another video. Here we got a beautiful day. You know, just starting the day off pretty good, pretty good. Everything is going good, but it is kind of hot. You know, but as I'm sitting in my car, it ain't too bad. So I got the car running, with AC blowing and everything. I don't want to have it too loud, so it'll have the noise in the background. But once y'all go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, man, and share your thoughts on these videos. Let me know what y'all thinking, and continue on to move so it can continue on to push out there and get out there even more. And so it can reach a lot of people that really needs to hear it. But what I'm going to be speaking about, man, I'm going to be speaking about, you know, what y'all should already know. And if you don't, here it is. It could be a reminder of, how the universe operate. You know, how things really play out when you just letting the universe do a thing, and you just aligning with the universe, aligning with your goals, and you being on track, and operating on a higher frequency level. And what I want to say is that you got to know that the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. And what do I mean by that? Whenever you asking and trying to pull these things in, when you're not on alignment, on a certain level, what you're supposed to be, to attract the things what you're trying to pull in, you're not going to receive it. You're not going to receive those things because you're not ready to receive it. And you just want these things because you see other people have it. Or you want these things because you're trying to pull yourself out of a financial hole that you're in, a financial situation that you're going through. And that's okay for you to want the things that you want, but you got to know that you can't force the universe to give you these things what you want. It never works like that. It's going to give you what you are. And what that means is that whatever level, whatever frequency that you're operating on, whatever level that you're on, that's what you're going to get. But if you're not putting your mind into the things and working on everything what you need to be working on, and like I always take it back, everything starts from within. You got to go inward to heal yourself from whatever trauma and get whatever you're going through, so that you can get better at it. Whatever business, whatever you trying to start and build, you have to get in alignment first for these things to take off. You got to build a strong foundation for it can even start. So it can last. So once it takes off, once you start pulling your resources and everything, all of the stuff start coming together. Once you start putting things together, it's just like a puzzle piece. You putting pieces together and everything start, coming in. Then that's when things is going to take off for you. But you're not in alignment with these things for it to even can even start for you. You know, your vibrant level is so low is that you have a lot of negativity things going on spiritually, physically, and mentally. You know, you have a lot of negative things are blocking your pathway, what you really want. And when you go to ask for these things, when you ask the universe for these things, and you steady going out with friends that's not helping you, or not even that, are not in alignment with of the good things that they're trying to shoot for in their life. And if they just steady going out drinking and clubbing and trying to be with different men and women and scamming people out of their money and all of that stuff, what makes you think that you're gonna receive these things when you hanging around with low vibrant people and your mental space is not there, and you continue on to take shortcuts and trying to make things happen on your time. When you have all of these things going on in your life every day, every day that you wake up with an attitude, every day that you wake up, you know, trying to force things and trying to make things go your way, you being manipulative, you know, every negative aspect you look at it, what makes you think that the universe is going to give you what you want when you ask for it? When you asking for that job, that job is going to pay you $3,000 to $4,000 a month from a job that you currently working at, and you only getting 18, maybe to $2,000, a month that you living off of. What makes you think that you're going to be able to double your pay when you still settling for the things which you have? When you not even putting in the work or effort, when you steady laughing and joking around, thinking that, man, this job is not paying, what I want, and it's not getting me nowhere. You got these high expenses on a car note, car insurance, your rent. I don't even know how you can survive off a $2,000 income every month. Every time you're looking around, you struggling, you looking for a handout for people to help you. Every time you look around for rent to come around. Every time you look around when it's time to pay you these bills. You can't operate on a low vibrant level when you want the universe to give you what you want. That can never happen. It never happened that way. The universe gonna give you what you are, and that's the person that has everything to do with your character. That has everything to do with you, how you wake up, your personality, the work you put in, the amount of faith, the amount of effort that you have, whatever fight that you have in you to, whatever goals and all of these things, these positive aspects, is going to bring you that. If you don't have those positive aspects in your life, this is the time for you to start doing inventory on yourself, to look and see what you need to get rid of. And you already know what you need to get rid of, but you just steady holding on to it. You steady want to fight it because it's just giving you this pleasure of temporary of these temporary feelings that's making you feel good. And you thinking that's going to fill the void, and it's not. You really just emptying yourself every chance, every time you go at it. And it's going to be harder and harder for you to dig yourself up out of there. To dig yourself up out of that hole so that you can be operating on a vibrant level what you want to get to. The universe want to give you these things. The universe want to give you that house, what you're looking for. That house with low interest rate, 2%, 3% interest rate. You know, your rent, your mortgage is no more than $1,000. Brand new car. You know, you got very low interest, don't have to pay as much as what, maybe $500 to $600 a month. Listen, you just gotta change up. You gotta change up your ways. No one is gonna continue to help you throughout their whole life, because it's gonna get to a point when they see that you're not working hard to get the things that you want, and you steady complaining, but you steady got your hand out, thinking that these people is gonna help you for the rest of their lives, and it's gonna be okay. That's why things always be crashing into your life, because these things are meant to fall for you to open your eyes and recognize the signs of things are showing you what need to be broken down, what need to get rid of, so that you can actually change to be a better person, change and open your eyes and your ears to listen. And you just have to make that change, or you're gonna forever be this way and stuck this way, and end up dying this way. That's just the hardcore truth. You know, that's just the truth of it. A lot of people die this way. They don't try to make it any better for themselves, knowing they have kids, knowing they have family that they can be looking after and taking care of when they get they self together, knowing they have family members that probably really need help more than they do, but they still hit that snooze button and procrastinate to wake up and do what they're supposed to. They can't wait to get off work so they can get that pleasure, that dopamine fix of going and get a couple drinks just to fill that void, just to make them feel happy and complete again. Going out with your friends, joking and laughing around, clowning other people. You don't have any room to do that. You especially don't have any time. And that's why I say you gotta make some changes. You gotta be able to. It's really simple. It's really simple, but you're making it harder. You know, you just gotta figure these things out. What you need to remove, what you want in your life, and what you don't want in your life. Excuse me. And these things will fall in place for you. These things will come together for you once you start to make changes in your life. Everybody's life is different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's walk is different. Whatever that person doing over there, that it took them longer to get there where they at, might even take you even shorter to get there where you want to be at once you change things around. But how would you know if you don't try and figure and make that change and figure it out? How would you know if you don't try? So that's what I wanted to drop on y'all today, man. You know, because you gotta pay attention. The world is alive. Everything that we was taught when we was younger, everything from our grandparents, everything from our parents was a lie. Everything was a lie. Everything was a lie. From going to school, finishing school, after you finish school, go to college, find a job, when you find a job, work there as long as you can so that you can get a bill of 401k and work towards uh, the pension or whatever, and die off of Social Security, live off Social Security. Everything was a lie. So you don't want to live. You don't want to live that way. You don't want to live. Nobody want to live that way. You know, no one want to live that way. So just know, whenever you're receiving what you're receiving, it's because that's what you are. The universe is telling you what you are. It's not going to give you what you want. Yeah, it's not going to give you what you want. It's going to give you what you are as a person. So you look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you worth the money that you want? And look at the situations, look at your predicaments, look at your lifestyle on the way how you living. And these answers will come up. But you have to take that step. You have to make it happen. You have to go at it and make this thing happen. So it's that time. Just know that. May God bless y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all continue on to keep liking and subscribing and share the videos. Let me know what y'all thinking. And I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.